TMZ recently ran 2 articles about Conrad Hilton. You know, Paris Hilton's little brother? Nah, never heard of him either. Anyway, in July of 2014, he threatened the lives of some flight attendants. Here's an excerpt from 2 TMZ articles. After that, I'll give you my opinion. Article 1 says, and I quote, "According to officials, multiple witnesses on the plane say the 20-year-old went berserk on a flight from London to LA and began screaming and threatening flight attendants. According to witnesses, Conrad was heard yelling the following during his meltdown, quote, 'If you want to square up to me, bro, then bring it. I will fucking fight you. I am going to fucking kill you. I will fucking rip through you. I will fucking own anyone on this flight. They are fucking peasants.' Witnesses say at one point during the flight, Conrad was ferociously punching the bulkhead of the plane, 10 centimeters from the flight attendant's face. Witnesses also say they could smell weed, that Snoop Dogg, seeping out of the bathroom, and believe Hilton was the culprit. Conrad was allegedly so out of control, children on the plane were crying. At one point, Conrad fell asleep and the captain authorized crew members to restrain him to his seat for the descent. Conrad was ultimately handcuffed to a seat. Witnesses told officials Conrad grabbed the flight attendant's shirt and said, "I could get you all fired in 5 minutes. I know your boss. My father will pay this out. He has done it before. Dad paid $300,000 last time." According to the documents obtained by TMZ, Hilton admitted to taking a sleeping pill before the flight, then bragged that he buried the flight attendants. "I told all of them I could get all of their jobs taken away in less than 30 seconds. We just spoke with Hilton's attorney, Robert Shapiro, yes, that Robert Shapiro, who confirms Conrad took a sleeping pill before the flight and he wasn't himself. Shapiro says there are numerous news reports and cases of people experiencing adverse effects, including aggressive outbursts, and he's suggesting that's what happened here, end quote. So that was the first article. Then the second article was posted. Here's what TMZ went on to say about the story, and I quote, "Paris Hilton's little brother got his ass into rehab almost immediately after he allegedly went nuts on a British Airways flight last summer," TMZ has learned. Conrad Hilton appeared in court Tuesday after surrendering to authorities investigating a bizarre incident. We wrote the story. 20-year-old Hilton allegedly berated and threatened the crew during the July 2014 flight from London to LAX. Conrad told feds he had taken a sleeping pill before boarding the plane, which his attorney Robert Shapiro says could have caused the outburst. Sources connected to the Hiltons tell us right after the incident, Conrad voluntarily checked into a 30-day inpatient drug and alcohol treatment program. Hilton was released on $100,000 bail at Tuesday's hearing. He was ordered to surrender his passport and remain in California, end quote. Voluntary? Why wasn't he forced to go to rehab or something? Let's get this straight. This man has affluenza, right? He bragged about his money, connections, and power. He spoke about how he was running things and could essentially prove it to the staff. He threatened people on an airplane, yet had the opportunity to play the "drugs made me do it" card. And you think I was going to let this prime example of white privilege slide? Never in a million light years. Never. Notice anything funny about these articles? They made sure to say the accusations are only alleged, which indicates that they may or may not be true. Also, they said they smelled Snoop Dogg, the weed coming from the room, and thought he was the culprit. Okay, well, did they give him a drug test to see what he tested positive for at least? And finally, who gets sent to rehab voluntarily after threatening to murder people? Not only was this a curious case of white privilege, this was also a prime example of white on white crime. Think about it. This man threatened people with violence and murder, and also made violent motions by punching things. Then he bragged about how he could get away with it because of who his father is. Then at the end of the day, he gets to say a fucking sleeping pill caused all of this shit. Why wasn't he tackled? Why wasn't he tased or pepper sprayed? You know what people won't call him for this? A thug. He won't be called a thug for committing thuggish actions in public on a friggin' airplane. He's the victim, and he just didn't know any better. Right? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channel. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.